Now on Coast TV News.
Davis dials back schedule, the concerning health news about Delaware's treasurer and Democrat candidate for Congress. Cape says needs more cash. We've got how they plan to raise more money and how it will be used.
This is Coast TV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Pensick and welcome to Coast TV News Midday. We have some sun to talk about on this late Thursday morning as we check in live in Dover. Our First Alert meteorologist, Bob Tri, joins us now with a look at First Alert weather. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Delmarva. What a difference a day makes. And I tell you what, it's so nice to see the sunshine move into a new month. And it's like Mother Nature has turned over a new leaf. We're looking at a lot of sunshine, maybe a few low clouds out there across parts of Delmarva. But all in all, we're looking at clear skies as we have weak high pressure over us. There are some clouds, low clouds off to the north. Otherwise, nice little sliver of clear conditions. And temperatures rising accordingly. 44 in Delmar and Millsboro, up to 47 already in Milton. 44 in Bethany Beach and Rehoboth, and winds are coming in from the west-southwest, so that's a nice direction to warm up. We will do that noon around 46, mid-40s, inland areas, maybe some high clouds, and as we go into the heating of the day, I think we're into the low 50s inland, a little cooler along the beaches, and maybe some low clouds building in as we go into this evening. So some sunshine today, milder conditions, but increasing clouds tonight, some showers before a nice weekend. I'll talk about that in your forecast coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thanks, Bob. We got some concerning news about Delaware State Treasurer and Democrat candidate for the U.S. House of Representatives, Colleen Davis. She is announcing she is taking time away to undergo a serious medical procedure. Davis, who lives in the Dagsboro area, had been campaigning for September's primary election while also completing her second term as treasurer. And she said late in 2023 that tests showed she had an increased risk of cancer. In a statement posted to the Delaware State Treasurer website, Davis said, test results show genetic mutations that put me at an increased risk of both breast and ovarian cancer. And she says the upcoming procedure is the third step of the process in dealing with that cancer risk. Well, another Democrat has announced a run for Delaware's District 14 House seat. Claire Snyder Hall is a former executive director of the liberal advocacy group Common Cause Delaware. This district covers Rehoboth Beach, Lewis, and Dewey Beach, and is currently held by fellow Democrat Pete Schwarzkopf, who last year announced he's retiring. The commissioner of the Delaware Human and Civil Rights Commission, Marty Rendon, is also running on the Democrat side. The primary in the state is scheduled for September 10th. Got developing news in eastern Sussex County. The Cape Henlopen School Board voted unanimously to hold a referendum that will ask locals to pay as much as up to $150 a year for an average home. The district wants to acquire 102 acres of property, a new district office to be built, a transportation facility, indoor pool, and also deal with current expenses. The district superintendent says the increase is necessary to keep up with a growing population.
Since 2018, we have 950 more students in the district, almost 1,000 more students, and we've hired over 100 additional staff members during that time period. So that is the main reason. We have student needs, we have staff needs, we're growing.
And the referendum that will determine whether or not property tax increases will happen is scheduled for Tuesday, March 26th. Well, Israel is calling for the dissolution of UNRWA, the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, and the chief provider of aid in Gaza. As NBC's Raf Sanchez shows us, this is after several of its workers were found to have helped Hamas with those brutal terrorist attacks on October 7th.
The fate of a deal to pause the fighting in Gaza for 2 months and release the civilian hostages being held by Hamas is hanging in the balance today. We are waiting to see whether Hamas's political leadership in Cairo are able to say yes to this broad framework that was hammered out in Paris over the weekend by intelligence officials, including the CIA director. If Hamas's political leaders say yes, they still need to get sign-off from Hamas's military leadership, who are believed to be in the tunnels underneath southern Gaza right now. Assuming Hamas is able to say yes to this deal, then the ball will be in the court of the Israeli cabinet, led by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The Prime Minister has said he is not prepared to release thousands of Palestinian prisoners convicted of terrorism offenses as part of these negotiations, and he is under real pressure from the far right of his government not to be seen to be making concessions to Hamas. At the same time, families of those more than 100 hostages here in Israel are telling him to make a deal, and make a deal now. It comes as the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA, says it is going to run out of funding by the end of this month after the US and 15 other countries halted funding following allegations that a dozen UNRWA staff took part in the October 7th terror attack in southern Israel. UNRWA is warning that if they do not get more money, they will have to shut down their humanitarian operations, and that will be catastrophic for the people of Gaza. Raf Sanchez, NBC News, Tel Aviv.
Well, coming up, storage tank trauma, the rescue efforts in Seaford for a man stuck in a grain tank. CoastTV News Midday returns after this.
Trying to quit tobacco is frustrating. You feel lost. You've tried several times, yet everywhere you turn, there are triggers pulling you back in. But there is a way out. The Delaware Quit Line. We can help get you on a path to living tobacco-free with free counseling, cessation aids, and medications. Let us help you quit for good.
The job of a Delaware Electric Cooperative employee is dangerous, but the biggest threat our team faces may come from you. Drivers are putting our crews in danger, speeding past line workers while they restore power. Help our co-op employees return home to their families at the end of the day. Slow down or move over when you see utility employees and first responders working along area roads. It's not just the right thing to do, it's also the law. Stay safe, stay vigilant, move over, and slow down.
Coming up this week on the Delmarva Home Show, we're touring a townhome in Rehoboth Beach. This home features granite countertops and a pond view. We're also checking out a condo at the Key in Ocean City. This home includes tile floors, granite countertops, and is the perfect vacation home or rental investment. You can watch the Delmarva Home Show on Sundays at 11:30 a.m. on WBOC.
The game you know and love, Deal or No Deal, is back. But this time, it's Deal or No Deal Island. Hidden throughout this island are cases worth millions of dollars. They don't bite that hard. Let's go! You can trust me. Keep your friends close.
Enemies closer.
People are gonna throw their friends under the bus. Deal or No Deal?
Deal or No Deal Island, February 26th on NBC and Peacock. From the stories you should know.
Some of these areas are just really hard to read.
We're in the air with U.S. Customs and Border Protection.
To the stories you need to know.
Just how scary can it be to have a trained police dog chase you down?
From the stories that change the way you think.
It's the biggest event of the year.
To the stories that affect the way you feel.
Cheers.
Inside Edition.
These are the stories that impact your life.
Today at 5:30 on CoastTV.
Slaughter Beach in Milford now teaming up to find a safer way for pedestrians, cyclists, and mobility-restricted riders to travel between them across Route 1. It's also helped to promote shopping and eating out in Milford and provide some educational opportunities on Slaughter Beach's ecosystem. The towns are currently working on the grant application process, the town being Slaughter Beach and the city being Milford. We have some new images to show you of a storage tank rescue in Seaford. The Laurel Volunteer Fire Department said this was shortly after 1:15 Wednesday afternoon. It helped the crews from Seaford after someone working on the grain storage tank experienced a medical issue. Now, according to the department, this happened at the Purdue Grain Elevator on New Street. You can see that ladder truck in the photo. The department says it was able to safely lower the patient from 80 feet to ground level, where they were then taken to a hospital for further evaluation. A new Senate bill in Maryland could change college admissions. And if passed, the bill will require state colleges, that would include Salisbury University and the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, to admit students who are in the top 10% of their high school classes. This comes in the wake of the Supreme Court's decision on affirmative action. The bill could lead to increased admissions, and it is currently under Senate review. Could become law by July of 2024.
So nice to see the blue skies out there on this first day of February. A few clouds, a little bit of haze on the Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. 44, so temperatures rising nicely through the 40s. Should wind up somewhere in the lower 50s later today. We could see a few showers into Friday with the cold front. Then a nice weekend, but it will be on the chilly side. I'll have the details on Futurecast after the break as Coast TV News Midday continues.
When I decided to have my kitchen done, I knew I wanted it done professionally, and that's when I contacted Ellen. She took me to the Delmarva Design Center.
From the moment I bring a customer into Delmarva Design Center, the ideas start to flow. First thing we do is take a stroll around the showroom so we can look at all the different vignettes to get ideas of what they like and see what they react to.
For each of the different aspects that I wanted to change in my kitchen, there were experts here, and everyone was so helpful. They listened to what I had to say, and they had great ideas that helped me put together exactly what I wanted for my kitchen.
My goal is to have the customer enjoy their space as quickly as possible, and Delmarva Design Center helps me do that.
My kitchen is one of my favorite places now. It's something that I use every single day of my life. I'm elated with my experience at the Delmarva Design Center.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Welcome to the ride home on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. First rule of the ride home, we definitely talk about the ride home. In fact, tell all your friends. Second rule of the ride home, we have fun. Top 10 Tuesday, Would You Rather Wednesday, and every day you pick the songs on the high five. And the third rule of the ride home, we don't take ourselves too seriously. You've got enough to stress about. So let me handle the ride home, weekdays from 3 to 7 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3.
Our up-and-coming designer series is back, and we're going bigger, brighter, and bolder than ever before because fashion in 2024 is all about more. And on the next Tamron Hall, the wow factor is at 10 for this up-and-coming designer's fashion. She says fashion helped her face her biggest fears, and we catch up with our friend, Frankie Grande. Next Tamron Hall.
Thursday at 3 on Coast TV.
This is amazing.
It is. It's always a party atmosphere. When you come to Wheel of Fortune.
Let's dance the night away.
Jolly good show.
Thursday at 7 on Coast TV.
The finals of our Champions Wild Card. One of them will be headed to the Tournament of Champions. Do you have TOC plans?
Stay as far away from Ray Lalonde as possible. I love him. I think now I just made it awkward.
Thursday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
Our February started on a frosty note. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s this morning, but look at this. This is nice to begin the month. Lots of blue skies out there. Dry Tech Cam looking west over Assawoman Bay. Just a little bit of haze, maybe some high clouds out there. 43 in Ocean City as temperatures continue to rise. And make sure you scan the QR code right there. That will get you to the Coast TV weather app. Lots of great information on there weather-wise. Here's some more information to ingest. Average high is 46. I'm expecting around 51 inland areas today, maybe a little cooler at the beaches. And then Friday is Groundhog Day. We'll have to see what the furry little guy says about the rest of winter. I think it's going to be kind of chilly the rest of winter. And we've got so many groundhogs now. We've got about 5 of them, including Punxsutawney Phil. So we'll see what the verdict is. 49 tomorrow, and then into the weekend, it's cooler and drier. 45 on Saturday, 49 on Sunday, and 46 on your Monday. So it looks like temperatures overall should be right around average as we go through the next several days. Visible satellite pictures showing a lot of blue skies. There could be some low-level moisture, some low clouds, and some of those high cirrus clouds also floating through right now. But the thicker clouds are off to our north through Jersey into Pennsylvania, while Delmarva is pretty much void of seeing the clouds right now and back into the D.C. area. So for a change, we are seeing the sunshine, and it should hold really much of the day as we have high pressure in place right now, and that high pressure extends extends all the way back into the Tennessee Valley. Our next change is now moving through southern Canada and the Great Lakes in the form of a cold front. A little bit of snow, a little bit of rain with it, but as it comes through our neck of the woods tomorrow morning, could trigger a few light showers. Nothing all that impressive. 44 in Georgetown right now, 46 in Milton, Milford 43, Bethany Beach at 45, and Delmar 44. And the winds coming across land, they're coming in out of the west-southwest, so a warmer direction, and we will continue to watch those temperatures warm with time. 1 p.m. into the upper 40s, and I think our landing spot is in the lower 50s around 3:30 from Berlin to Georgetown, and Delmar around 50 in Millsboro. A little cooler along the beaches. Into this evening, we'll increase some of that low-level moisture and some of the clouds as well. They will thicken up through the overnight, and with the clouds and the southwesterly wind, I think we're looking at, well, temperatures a little warmer into Friday morning in the 30s and low 40s. And then that cold front takes aim at us with a few scattered showers. Here's 9:30, some showers, temperatures in the 40s, and we could see a few more showers late morning, and the wind picks up into the afternoon. So high temperatures could actually occur later in the morning, early afternoon, and then they start falling as the winds get stronger into Friday evening, and then the skies start to clear out Friday night. So we see all this moisture just offshore Saturday morning, but for us, I think we're keeping it dry with sunshine, both Saturday and on into Sunday as well. We'll see a storm to our south, and some of those clouds could try to move north as we go into Monday, but I think we keep it pretty quiet into early next week. 51 this afternoon, sun and clouds, and not as cold. Then for tonight, 37, becoming cloudy. A few showers possible by Friday morning, and 49, a few of those showers with that front on Friday. Your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling forecast, lots of sunshine this weekend. Boy, haven't said that much lately. 45 Saturday, 49 Sunday, and then a few more clouds early next week and cooler highs into the low to mid 40s.
All right, Bob, and for more weather updates, make sure to pull out the phones and scan the QR code for your First Alert Weather app. You can download the app for free to get all the weather updates you need. Well, coming up, Coffee Collision, where our part of the country stands in the big rivalry between Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks. Coast TV News Middays, back in a moment.
Hey there, Delmarva. Here's what's coming up today at 4 on Coast Life. February is Heart Month, and we're checking in with our friends at Peninsula Home Care.
And the Delaware State Fair will be here before we know it. We're taking a sneak peek at who's coming.
And we're celebrating with some music for Black History Month. We're also going to be sitting down and chatting with our friends at the Southern Delaware Chorale. All that and more is coming up today at 4 on Coast Life.
It's moldy, it's cracked, it's leaking, it's good! Touchdown with Coastal Bath! Score big today with a free shower door, plus no interest and no payments until 2025. Local and family owned. Coastal Bath, the #1 Bath Planet dealer in the Northeast region, with countless 5-star reviews and backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal, 2-year money-back guarantee. Get ahead of the game and spend less time cleaning and scrubbing with a maintenance-free shower. Call Coastal Bath today.
Draper Media is searching for a full-time entry-level accountant. Successful candidates should have at least an associate's degree or equivalent experience. Candidates with experience in Sage Intacct will be given preference. It's an extremely detail-oriented job involving problem solving. Join the Draper Media team today as our next accountant with full benefits. Go to drapermediajobs.com to learn more and apply. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
Get ready to soar with the Hawks. Delmarva Sports Network is your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, DSN will take you courtside. Experience the excitement of both the men's and women's teams with every dribble, steal, and three-pointer. To see the schedule or watch the games, go to delmarvasportsnetwork.com or download the DSN app. Join us all season long, only on the Delmarva Sports Network, your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball.
Somewhere on this island is $200 million. But here's the deal. You have to find it. Now go get those cases.
Go, 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 go.
Let the adventure begin.
Oh, wait a second.
Who amongst you
You're a snake.
is determined
King of the jungle, baby!
to be the last competitor standing? Deal or no deal?
Deal or No Deal Island premieres February 26th on NBC and Peacock.
My team's going to crush you. That was fantastic!
I'm so jealous!
For once, there's competition between the judges.
Let's see what your mentoring has done.
I actually got quite emotional.
Can you just shut up?
AGT Fantasy League, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
Team Dunkin' or Team Starbucks? That's what the debate is going on. It turns out your loyalty may come down to geography. A real estate data company used internet searches by location to gauge the popularity of each Java joint, and it found that the top 5 cities for Starbucks lovers are on the West Coast. They are California cities like Sacramento and Los Angeles, while the states with the most Dunkin' lovers are in the East Coast. That includes Maryland. Well, Walmart is showing its confidence in brick and mortar, announcing it is adding 150 stores in the U.S. over the next 5 years. It's the first time Walmart has added a store in the U.S. since 2021. Most of them will be new, but some of the expansions of smaller locations in supercenters. Walmart also announced it's remodeling 650 U.S. locations over the next 12 months. All right, well, we're going to move on and take a look at what is going on in our next segment here. And that is that coming up, travel mug worry, the concern over lead being found in these popular items of travel mugs. Stay with us on CoastTV News midday.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
Your tax return over there. Your tax return at Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury. Get more for your tax money with Red Tag Savings, 40 to 75% off. Alton Brothers, furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years.
Delivered to your home with care.
The Polar Bear Plunge to benefit Special Olympics Delaware has become one of the first state's coldest but most popular traditions. This year there are 2 great options to plunge. You can plunge in person in Rehoboth Beach on Sunday, February 4th, or you can create your own unique plunge virtually whenever, wherever, and however cold or not you want it to be. It's not important how you plunge, it's important that you plunge and why you plunge to support thousands of Special Olympics athletes. Visit plungede.org to register.
Coast Country Cares, brought to you by Spicer Brothers.
Solo Cup Saturday night. It's an alternative country party with me, Jared. Brought to you by Midshore Recyclers Incorporated. Saturdays at 7 on Coast Country, 103.9 and 106.3.
Coming up this week on the Delmarva Home Show, we're touring a townhome in Rehoboth Beach. This home features granite countertops and a pond view. We're also checking out a condo at the Key in Ocean City. This home includes tile floors, granite countertops, and is the perfect vacation home or rental investment. You can watch the Delmarva Home Show on Sundays at 11:30 a.m. on WBOC.
Next extra, Larry David closing the final chapter on his amazing second act.
I do think it's a pretty funny season.
How he's saying goodbye in classic Larry fashion. And all the star cameos. Next extra.
Today at 11:30 on Coast TV.
Your tax return over there. Your tax return at Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury. Get more for your tax money with Red Tag Savings, 40 to 75% off. Alton Brothers, furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years.
Delivered to your home with care.
It's no question Stanley and other brands of travel tumblers are the it thing to have right now, but they're also grabbing attention for another reason. Fears that those popular cups may contain lead. Amanda Gaither gets a doctor to weigh in on whether to worry about these cups.
Consumers have waited in long lines to snag one. One woman is even accused of stealing $2,500 worth of them. While the Stanley Cup craze continues, some are worried their favorite tumblers may contain lead.
I think anytime you hear that you'll be exposed to lead, you should be concerned.
A spokesperson for Stanley acknowledges that the material used to seal the vacuum insulation at the base of the cups does contain some lead, but says once sealed, this area is covered with a durable stainless steel layer, making it inaccessible to consumers, adding, Rest assured that no lead is present on the surface of any Stanley product that comes into contact with the consumer, nor the contents of the product. While lead exposure is dangerous, especially to young children and those who are pregnant, Dr. Denise Milstein with Mayo Clinic says she doesn't think it's necessary to ditch your cups.
So, if you are using these cups correctly and they are not broken in terms of their sealant, I don't think you need to be terribly concerned.
Milstein says many people use the cups to help encourage more water consumption, a healthy alternative to beverages like soda.
So, I do want to encourage people to put this in context for their overall health, not just to be fearful of the potential lead exposure alone.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
We're seeing a lot of blue skies on our Thursday morning Tidal Health Cam in Seaford. Just a few high clouds, a little bit of low cloudiness, but all in all, a nice start to the month of February. And temperatures are warming up a bit today, but we do have a cold front for Friday. A few showers are possible. Then a cool weekend with sunshine expected both days and no big storms on the horizon. I'll break down your 10-day forecast coming up after the break.
At Draper Media, we offer more than TV and radio advertising. We reach your customers wherever they are, at the gas pump, in bars and restaurants, driving around Delmarva, in a taxi or rideshare at the beach, on social media, or searching for products and services, checking their email, and listening to podcasts or streaming video. Let our team build a plan that best fits your business. Email Frank Hamilton today.
Deal or no deal?
Welcome to Deal or No Deal Island. It's a whole new game with a lot more money. Now go get those cases. More adventure. Anyone afraid of heights?
Wait, what?
More risk. Don't worry, they don't bite. That hard. Same question. Deal or no deal?
Deal or no deal Island, February 26th on NBC and Peacock.
Take the DSN app with you wherever you go and never miss a game from your favorite local team. Whether you're on the road, stuck at the office, or out with friends and family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live, so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV, download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Middays with me, April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through your workday.
She can play your favorite song.
She can help you find your furry friend.
The easiest way to get through your workday is with April.
She really makes you feel special.
Hey friends, hang out with me weekdays here on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 each day from 10 to 3.
You are truly amazing.
Of course, that's why he is on my dream team.
Are you ready?
That was fantastic!
I'm so jealous! Even though you haven't got the best mentor, at least look, we're here.
Let's see what your mentoring has done.
I actually got quite emotional.
Can you just shut up?
AGT Fantasy League, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
Get ready to soar with the Hawks. Delmarva Sports Network is your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, DSN will take you courtside. Experience the excitement of both the men's and women's teams with every dribble, steal, and three-pointer. To see the schedule or watch the games, go to delmarvasportsnetwork.com or download the DSN app. Join us all season long only on the Delmarva Sports Network, your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball.
We'll see more sunshine into the afternoon hours. Looks like our first day of February. A few degrees above average. We're warming to around 50 with sunshine today. A few clouds. The clouds fill back in this evening. Temperatures falling back into the 30s. Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling 10-day forecast. Increasing clouds tonight. Cold front Friday. A few showers, 49. Sunshine for the weekend, but chilly. 45 Saturday, 49 Sunday. We'll see a system dipping to our south early next week. We'll be on the northern fringe with some clouds. Temperatures in the 40s. warming into the 50s by the end of the week. All right, thanks, Bob, and thank you for being here with us on Coast TV News Midday. For more news and local weather, go ahead and download our Coast TV News app. And don't forget to be with us later tonight. It's Coast TV News at 5. That way you have the latest news and weather heading in to Bob's favorite day, Groundhog Day. All right, we'll have a great Thursday, everybody.